This is a reply to part of Gary's points on a TV video I'll link. And I've also linked a BBC thing. They have some pretty bad graphics when they're talking about an object being at two places at once. But it's some of the apparatus is shown. So it's just a 2-minute thing since he's complaining that where's the videos of this? Um, Gary is confused about the detection of the photon as if this is a complicated thing. First of all, photographic paper is all you need to detect a photon. But yes, you absorb it and stop its path. Okay, and already the strangeness in the double slit experiment is evident, relying only on this ability to see a photon. You could let the photon hit your eye as well, but it's kind of hard to let the pattern build up that way. With photographic paper, you can fire a photon one at a time and see the specks one at a time. Well, if you developed it every single time. So yeah, in this video that I'm going to link, they use a CCD-based camera. And you can see each and every photon landing as a particle. Okay, that's an easy detection. The stuff about detecting which slit it went through and using magnetism, well, that's just the fact that, photons are little electromagnetic jostlings in an electromagnetic field, and that can be detected. Magnetism, how magnetic something is, can be measured. So you can put a photon through a crystal, you can see the voltage changing. You can put a little energy in to compensate so that it doesn't absorb the photon. And these are things you do in more tricky quantum erasure experiments. It's for you to decide if going through a clear object, totally wipes out the photon. It's clear from the speeds of the interaction that the photon is not absorbed and re-emitted or anything like that, but continues on its path. On the other hand, you could say it hasn't been unmolested and fine, but you still have to answer the traditional two-slit experiment, which has nothing at all to do with that. The two-slit experiment just simply needs a light source, a nice collimated, a laser basically. It needs the ability to have it be low-powered so you can send a photon, or at least just a few photons at a time. And, well, no, just one photon. And you need some sort of photographic plate. So yeah, this stuff about the detector, and also just the idea, and I'd like to see one with one slit. They've done all of that. They've put it through one slit, two slits, three slits. It's always the same thing, okay? You get the wave pattern, not the particle pattern, okay? And you could say, oh, because you shoot one photon, and it shows up somewhere that's masked off by the screen. How does it do that? How does it change direction suddenly? A photon, that's a pretty straight thing. Maybe it's bouncing into other photons. That's why they fire them one at a time. So it can't be doing that. It can't be bouncing off another photon when there's just one photon there. How do they know there's just one? It makes one spot. Two make two spots. So anyway.